Hi everyone, I'm Nicole Hurt and welcome to episode 4 of Biz Bestie TV. Ooh, I want a tongue twister of my own. Tonight we're talking to Trudy and Jen about MLM, networking, direct marketing, whatever you want to call it, and that we should take it as a serious business. Like all of us in business, we want to be taken seriously, and I find that network marketing does get a bad rep. So I'm going to introduce the ladies in now, and they will explain to you what they do and how and what they want to get across. Hi, Trudy.
Hi, Nicole. Thanks for having me.
I'm so happy to be here.
So for those of you who don't know me, I am a business strategist. So the direct marketing business that I have, which is Road & Fields, is my fun little side hustle that I love to do. But I'm very, very passionate, and was having a chat with Nicole off screen about why do people not take this seriously as a business, and why are women not supporting and uplifting other women that are out there having a go, whether it's the main or the second business. So I'm really excited to be here tonight, and I'm looking forward to talking to Jennifer as well.
Hi, welcome, Jen. So everybody, this is Jen. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Jen Trevorrow. I've been in the beauty industry for 19 years, and it was when I was 29 I was diagnosed with quite severe arthritis, which has calmed down, thank goodness. But at the time I was told I would never be able to work mainstream again full time. And I actually thought to myself back then, holy shit, I don't have a plan B. What else do I have that I can offer? And then I was blessed with a little miracle baby. And then I was given the opportunity to partner with two of the world's leading dermatologists and launch Road & Fields here in Australia. So it's literally changed my life. So, and same sort of thing, a lot of people don't see it as being a serious business, but the potential and the lifestyle changes, but also probably more the personal development that you get from being in this sort of industry has just completely blown me away.
Beautiful, thank you. We will get into all of that, but as Trudy and I said, we were just talking about the passion behind everybody being in business. Trudy, you wrote down a definition. Would you like to share that with us?
Well, one thing that I find being involved in direct sales, and I have been involved in a few other direct sales businesses before, is people going on about that it's a pyramid scheme and it's a scam. And so I just wanted to clarify for people, this is how a pyramid scheme works. I've Googled it. I've got it up here. With a pyramid scheme, there is no product or service being exchanged for money. With a pyramid scheme, you give them money and then you have to recruit people to give you money, and then the money gets redistributed. A pyramid scheme is illegal. So what we do with our multi-level marketing or our direct sales, whatever you choose to call it, is we sell you products and we get a commission. Nothing dodgy. And with Road & Fields, good products. Not all products are created equal. And some of the other stuff that goes on with how it gets introduced and stuff is different. Each company has their rules. But please stop saying that direct marketing is pyramid scheme. It's not. And for people that are, the first time they're going into business, and the mums, like Jennifer's story, she's a mum, she's been unwell, she's got this beautiful little business opportunity right there now. Please support people, because it is a real business. I feel better now that I've said that. Sorry, I won't hog the thing.
So, Jen, how many times have you been told it's a pyramid scheme?
I've been questioned about it quite a few times. I usually ask people, well, what is a pyramid scheme? Because most people, I personally didn't know the definition before I even looked into it. It was just one of those things that I think my parents' generation got stung by. And so it's been illegal since the 1970s, and there's a reason for that. And I often ask people, do you think that I would be silly enough to get involved in a scheme like that? So, yeah.
Education is a big thing.
Absolutely.
There's many people, I've looked into these, and look, I'm not in one of these, but it's my thing. But I actually totally love the how they're set up. One of the things I was always told was that we don't like Amway. You know, it's so much like Amway. We hate Amway. But Amway's still going, and there is multi-million-dollar millionaires out there with Amway. Why are people so afraid to buy? It's more or less a franchise. What is the fear around being in a business for yourself that you're actually given everything to use?
I personally think that we are generally raised to be an employee, and we're not brought up with the belief that we can be our own business owner and we can be an entrepreneur and we can go outside the box and follow our own dreams. So I think it's a society sort of thing, and there is a lot of fear around stepping outside of your comfort zone.
And I've also heard people, and I've seen it in groups, that if you're not starting the business yourself and you're not creating the products and it's not your thing, that diminishes its belief and its visibility as a business. It's more like, oh no, you're just a salesperson. And I love sales, and there's nothing wrong with being a salesperson. But there's this whole conditioning that it's like, if you don't start it, it's not really yours and it's not really a business. And there's also, I think for women that do this, there's this whole thing of like, oh, it's just this little business, pat you on the head. It's not really real. And there's a lot of conditioning around that. And like Jennifer said, it's like that growing up of like education, got to have a job. So I think we've got a lot of things to work through. And we've got that suspicion around, oh, it's a scam, because Aussies, you know, we're like that.
Yeah. Being Australian, I do think that I know that we've spoken about it, Jen, that Rodan and Fields came in and it is an American model. I do think as Australians we're a little bit fearful of the hoo-ha and how excited Americans get behind it. But I think also as women we are so being trained to knock each other down and then build each other up that it creates the same issue as we have in any job, that we don't support each other.
Yeah.
What's the number one thing you'd like to say to our listeners out there, to say, you know, if you're looking at this, what's your number one tip, Trudy, that why to continue to search for it?
Why we would continue to look at direct marketing as a business in general, is that the question?
What's the confidence you'd have in direct marketing as a business for women who do want to start up something for themselves?
Okay, so here's the thing. Not everyone has the capacity, the skills, the experience to go out and start a business from scratch. If you've got the time and the space and you find a product that you absolutely love, and I've used so many different skincares. When I started using Rodan Fields, I was only considering it as a client. I had no intention of doing it as a business, but I'm 44 in less than 3 weeks. This skincare is amazing. So why would I not want to share it? To me, it's like, hey, you want to feel good? Here's a product that I know and I believe in. So for me, that's a huge driver. And if you want to work it, you can make lots of money. If you want to have it as a little thing, you can do it. For me, there's no pressure, but it's an opportunity to be able to pick up a business and start to work it into your lifestyle. And why would you not? Even if you have a job, why would you not do it? I have a business. This is my side hustle.
I was going to say, Trudy, you have a very successful day-to-day business. This is an additional thing, and you're actually quite passionate about it. Jen, what's the biggest thing that you get told that people won't have this conversation with you about an opportunity to run their own business?
I think a lot of people think that they don't have the time, or they're not a sales person. I think they're probably the two main things that I hear. And for me, I'm doing this for time freedom and flexibility for my future, so I can be a present mum and I don't have to miss out on the things because I've got to go to a 9 to 5 job every day. So I'm looking at this for my future. But I think it was because I actually had the same fear of it being a scam when it was first presented to me. I'll be completely honest with that. And I showed someone else who's in another network marketing company that actually analyzes business like this. And I was expecting her to go, it's a scam, run, product's going to be crap. She did some research for me and she just looked at me dead in the eyes and she said, you're an idiot if you don't go for this. And I'd been approached by other companies before. Looking into them now, I know that they didn't align with my personal values. This did. So I think that's a really big thing. But for me, I'm not spending that much time that I don't feel like I'm working a business to be successful either.
You did mention something about people are put off by sales. I think that's a huge thing, and I think that makes a lot of people feel icky as well, that everybody feels being sold to. I won't be a second.
Sorry.
That they've been sold to. But I think as women, we don't like selling either, Trudy.
Well, you know that one of the things I teach is sales, and sales is an act of service. And if we can do a reframe about what we think sales are, for me, it's an act of service. So Jennifer mentioned personal values, right? So for me, feeling good, having fun and being confident, like those are big values for me. And, you know, all I do is share posts on my page. That's all I do on my personal page. Hey, have you seen this product? Hey, here's my before and afters. Hey, it is the least salesy business that I've ever done, right? So with any of these direct marketing things, you've got to break that belief, because you are always selling yourself, whether it's a product, whether it's something you want to create, who you are. Every day when we show up online, we are our own best advertisement. So if you can start going, sales is an act of service and I'm just providing a service, you know it's pushy when people say no and you keep asking. That's pushy. That's icky. Saying, hey, I got this thing. Do you like it? No? Yes. Done. It's actually a belief. And we're conditioned with that belief that sales is bad from a very young age. And I'll stop ranting now. But
I think it's also the intention behind the person. And I think that if someone's heart's in the right place, that really does shine through. I know for me, I had skin concerns my whole life, went to a dermatologist, wasted a lot of money on products that never gave me relief. I've had incredible results. I'm seeing other people have incredible results. And my word of the year is confidence, because I'm able to help people.
Oh, my God, I love you.
Whether it's in their aestheticness or it's that they're now able to contribute to their family without having to leave the home. So I think it comes down to intention when it comes to sales as well.
Yeah, that's massive.
I think that you're both ahead of the step slightly, but there are people out there that are really frightened of bringing that word sales into their life. And even when so this is an opportunity. Jen, you sell the opportunity of Rodan and Fields. There's other ladies on the live now that sell the opportunity of Arbonne, Senegence. There's so many direct marketing people out there, and I put the call out today to ask, people's opinion, and we saw so many, which was awesome. But I do think that people avoid all of you ladies because they don't want to be sold to. And I agree with you, Trudy. I think we sell ourselves every day. We sell ourselves as friends because it is a service. So what do we say to those women who are scared to actually go out and create connection because they don't want to sell?
Ask somebody who's doing it how they're doing it and adapt it to what works for you. Like, we're in a network where we're surrounded by coaches and mindset and beliefs, and you can get somebody to help you work through those beliefs. Test out the products that you're interested in as a client and see how much you love them, because it's the passion and the love that really drives so many of us, regardless of what product we're selling. If you find a product that you believe in, Like, it just makes it so much easier. But, you know, ask for help around that. If you know you're stuck, there's people out there that can help you move through the stuckedness, if that's a word.
So my question I put out there, and we were discussing this before we began, was I find that a lot of people in network marketing or multi-level marketing, whatever you want to call it, that they don't have faith in themselves as business women. They take this on and then retreat back into themselves and don't operate it like a business. Who would like to add something to that?
I think that some people do get a bit scared off. Now, I know for me, the thought of it, I just thought the ultimate opportunity of a ground level, like, you know, thing that's going global, company that's going global that already had success. But for me, I had to do a lot of personal development. And if it is a very credible company, they will want you to be successful and they will give you as much support as you need. And I know in my very first few months of not even knowing what a compensation plan was, not understanding anything, I had to ask a million questions, but they want to see me successful. And so the personal development is just something, and you can do it as fast or as slow as you want. So it depends on what you want out of it.
Okay, thank you.
And I think there's something else with that, and this is something that I do with coaching, and it's a bit of a coachy thing, but have a look at your motivation. So if you want to start a business because you want to make money because you're tired of being broke, that motivation's only going to get you so far. But if you can look at your motivation and go, okay, I'm going to look beyond myself, and I'm going to look that, okay, I want to start a business because over here in my future, I want to take my family on a holiday. I want my kids to go to a private school. I want to renovate my house. If you can make the goal of starting a business bigger than you and use that as something to pull you forward, that kind of motivation can actually help you get moving as well. But like Jennifer said, the companies want you to succeed. They'll help you. In all of the direct marketing companies I've been involved in, they've all had so much support.
I absolutely agree, but there are some people out there that take on this huge investment and they lose their oomph about it. And is it because of people's perception? Is it because the society thinks it's indicative? Is it people's confidence that they kind of go, this is... How do we stop that, though? How do, like, conversations like we're having tonight obviously stop that to make this a credible business, but how, as businesswomen who buy these great packages to their own, like a business in a box, how do they create a better stigma around their business?
Can I just say something here? And I don't know who's watching, and I don't know how many people will see this, but ladies, stop being bitches and like step up and actually support your friends who are actually taking action in this. It is a big step, and for some people it's really scary. There's a huge investment. And I mentioned to somebody, saw a post on my page, and she goes, I'm never going to buy that product because somebody private messaged me and invited me to look at the opportunity, and I didn't even really know them, and I'm never going to buy that product. And I was just like, wow, that kind of poison doesn't help anyone. Now, I'm a strong person, and I'm just like, well, yeah, you're lost because it's great products, and I know what you want to achieve with your skin, and this would have helped. But support your friends. Even if you don't buy the products, share their posts, like them, cheer them on, because that's going to be one of the biggest things around removing the stigma, especially online, is if everybody starts supporting everyone. Like, I'm Roden Fields. I cheer on Arbonne people. I cheer on those lipsticks. Those are amazing, ladies, the ones that don't come off. Like, I bought a pack at the Unicorn Ball the other week. I had a Lip Sense lady and the Arbonne lady side by side on a market stall, and everyone supported each other. So it starts with all of us. Whether you're in the indirect marketing or not, you need to take a good look at yourself if you're not prepared to at least cheer your friends on for having a go. Because if you're that mean-spirited and you're that nasty, maybe you're not that good a friend. And rant, sorry. Drives me nuts. Drives me
yeah,
nuts.
absolutely. And I think it was one of the first events I went to was one that Nicole had hosted back last year when I just heard about the opportunity. And Arbonne and I were talking about why we're passionate about what we're doing. There was no competitiveness. There was no putting each other down. We were there to support each other, and we've stayed friends since. So it is about supporting other businesses, whether it's something that you've had to do all of the investigating, the websites and everything for, or if you've purchased a kit and started a business from that way. Absolutely, it's the same thing.
And I know there's a very masculine way from my corporate days. It was very, very competitive, very competitive. And we would step on each other to get the promotion. And we were set up and we were conditioned like that even in the workplace. But you know what? We're not in that workplace anymore. Like, we know plenty of people, plenty of friends.
Can I just interrupt you there for Trudy? I've got a question. And I'll just read it out and somebody can jump in. Are there too many people in the renowned MLMs already? Too many people start and don't follow through and you can fizzle it out?
I can answer this because I looked up some statistics in Australia, because a lot of statistics are American, because they're very, very big on network marketing, multi-level marketing, and there are new companies launching in Australia all the time. Only 55% of people are classified as being active consultants with network marketing companies. And what that actually comes down to is someone's having one sale every 3 months. I'm sorry, but they're not working it as a business. If you want to work it as a business, there isn't that many of us. So I think there's a 99% dropout rate for people in their first 12 months. And like, I've got a lot of consultants on my team that never had an intention of selling. So the statistics are so way out that, yeah, they're not realistic statistics, but it's what you choose it to be. And yeah, it does take consistency. So it depends on your mindset and where you want it to go. And if you open your pack, you're really excited, you get a few people saying no or a couple of people being nasty, and you just throw it away and you give it back. Like, that's completely on you. So it depends on you.
I agree with Jen, but I'm going to play devil's advocate there. I know that you've done a lot of personal training and know that it's on you. The responsibility is always on ourselves. But I do think that fear's out there, and I do think it does create the stigma that people started and stopped. So people may be really interested in it, but their friends around them have started Arbonne, started Avon, started Amway. I've just pulled those all out. And they've never actually gone through with them. So it does create that fear for the person who looks at it, gets excited and goes, but everyone around me's quit. So that story is out there. What is something that we can tell people that it's not that way?
I had this actually come up when I was speaking to somebody else, and they said, I know so many other people that have been doing this sort of thing and they haven't been successful. And the way I sort of took a step back, and I just said to her that I don't know who those other people are. I don't know what their motivation are. I don't know what their why is, why they're doing this, or how much they put into it. But I knew her, and I knew that she would work hard, and I knew that if she wanted it bad enough, she could do it, because it's simple. It's not hard. It's simple. It's simple business. Does that answer that?
I'm not sure. I'm thinking about that. I'll get back to you. Trudy, have you got something to add to it?
Well, I wanted to. So we're talking about how direct marketing needs to be treated like a business, right? Like any other business out there. So let's look at the stats of small businesses anyway. What is it? There's a huge percentage of small businesses fail in the first 3 years anyway, and don't get going, don't take off. So why are we segregating and separating on direct marketing versus regular business? And somebody's just put a comment up.
Yeah, I just
I
want to
don't
know
want to
who.
spend a lot of money every month. I don't know. Yeah, oil was. I'm not sure. All I know with Roden and Fields that you don't have to buy every month if you don't want to. You need to purchase if you want to be active, and there's a whole setup and structure around that. But if you sign up as a consultant and you don't want to be an active consultant and you just want to get your discount, you don't have to buy every month. No. And even our preferred clients can push their orders out and they don't have to order every 2 months. So that's where you research the business, research the model and find a model that works.
I think we might just take, there are two, so with direct marketing and MLM, or there is generally always two opportunities. There's one that you can be a preferred client, that you get a discount product and you can buy from the company, or there's the business opportunity.
Yep.
So I think, do you think that people get muddled up on that as well? That we are looking at the business opportunity here, not possibly being a client. Or does that make sense?
I would hope that they're getting educated properly on that, and maybe that's an excuse that people make to block the opportunity. Oh, but I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to order everything. Nah, because that's their fear talking and pushing the opportunity away. Because there's a lot of excuses to not get started. Whether it's your own business, going out and getting a new job, whether it's getting into direct marketing, I don't know. Just a thought.
No, it's also. So before you answered that comment, what were you saying?
Oh, about startup businesses, and it all generally, like, let's put it all in one basket and start talking about it like it's an actual serious business. Not Correct. All businesses succeed. So putting this hard thing on, but not all direct marketing businesses and not everyone stays active and live and stuff. Like, well, not everyone who starts their own coaching practice continues, or starts their own plumbing business.
90% of restaurants fail in their first 12 months in Australia. 90%. And people who invest $150,000 into a restaurant. And I did some research into purchasing a franchise, which is exactly the same as what we do. Yeah. But we don't have to pay for brick and mortar. We don't have to be there full time. We don't have to do all these.
We don't have a commercial lease.
No. And I think the cheapest I could find that was fairly legit was about $50,000, and that was without buildings and all of that sort of thing. It is exactly the same business model in a way.
Except bricks and mortar.
Except it's bricks and mortar.
So I agree. I don't know why that we don't sell these businesses franchises, because that's what they are. I believe they're franchises without the bricks and mortar, and that's the way they should be, saying you're getting the goodwill. So you're getting very cheap goodwill, like until this
branding, products, everything, except you don't have to, and you can stop whenever you want. You're not locked into contracts. And I've heard some terrible stories about bricks and mortar franchises at the moment. It's the biggest investment with Roden and Fields is the $1,200 kit, and you've got 6 months with the product.
You don't actually have to buy that either, do you? To be
no, that's the biggest kit. No,
yeah. I know on that I think there's $105 joining fee. I think there's a Roden and Fields joining. I think that's generally
much smaller thing. Like, that's the maximum. You can go pay 50, 60, 120K for a spa thing, franchise, and the business, and you still have to kit it out and all of the stuff.
And you have to be there 24/7.
Yeah, and you have to hire staff and have them there and manage them. I just think direct marketing and online businesses are just such a beautiful way to live your life how you want. And people are afraid, and that makes me sad.
Why are people afraid? No, this is
it gets back to that whole Aussie tall poppy, cut people down. If I'm not doing it, why are you doing it? You're changing and you're creating this new life for yourself, and I'm not. So I've got to pull you back because it makes me have to look at what I'm not doing when you're going out there and you're doing it. That is tall poppy syndrome, and it is rampant in Australia. And we're so bad, especially if we come from corporate, and we just all need to get over it. I'm going to stop it now. Somebody else can speak.
I love you. We've never met before, but I think we should be best friends.
I think so. We can talk random field stuff.
All right. We are talking about all companies.
Sorry, Nicole. Sorry.
Very passionate about Rodan and Fields, but we are trying to get across to anybody who's out there who has made that statement.
I know a lady who is signed up to a cleaning thing, and she goes, "I only do it for myself," and I'm like, I need to buy some of that stuff. And I never heard from her again. Wait, what? Fear. Come on, ladies. We're better than that.
And that is one of my, I guess, I see all these amazing women in my life who sign up to these, and they are so passionate about their business, but they hide behind the ickiness that society has created. And I think that doesn't help the stigma with direct marketing. It doesn't help I would love to see that every person, direct marketers, actually revolve and go, no, you know what, I pay attention to your business, which I hope they do. I hope that they follow other local businesses and all of that, because we all pay each other's bills but I would really like them to stand up and go, you know what, I sell business, I sell other franchises to people as business, I sell products, whatever, but actually stand up and own what they do. And I think that ladies are better than that as well. What do you think, Jen?
Oh my gosh, everyone who's in direct marketing here, why don't we all, when we get off this call, go and do a post on our Facebook pages or something and go, I'm a proud direct marketer of whatever you direct market. I dare you. Triple dare you.
I've always seen this as being a business. I've never said I'm this and this is my side hustle. This is, from the day I decided that this was part of my future, this is my business that I'm working towards. And I say to people that I am lucky enough to have partnered with two of the world's leading dermatologists, and I'm proud to be a founding consultant with Rodan and Fields Australia. And I don't say that timid. I say that with passion, because that's how I actually feel. So I think it comes from how their belief in it. No one can tell me that I have to believe in something. If I don't believe in the vehicle, it's not going to get me to where I want to go. So I think it becomes personal belief, but also belief in the company.
Jen, I know we've had a discussion though, and I know in our area that there's people that have been very mean to you about what you do.
Absolutely.
But people are mean when they're going to into retail stores, and they're mean to the sales assistants there. I have 17 years retail as well.
It does make you take a step back and go, I'm not going to put myself out there. And what I guess I want to know is that because business is mean. It doesn't matter what. Trudy, in the coaching thing, it's a very similar thing, that there's 20 million coaches out there. Some will last, some won't. And people are ready to knock you down, the tall poppy syndrome. What do you do to get back up when you have those mean beans? And when
it's the future vision. It's what do you see that's 5 steps ahead, not that direct thing in front of you. What do you see what's your big vision for your future?
Okay.
What's your big vision?
So, Nicole, I know you know the background of the story that I told you about the bullying I received from one particular person, and I will.
You don't have to go into.
I'm not going to tell you what happened or anything like that. And I actually was disappointed in myself for letting it hurt me. It wasn't a personal attack; it was a generalized attack at me for the platform. And after a little while, I ended up seeing this person, and I just said to her, because we sort of chatted about it, and I said to her, look, can I ask why you hate this industry as a whole? And she said, because it's uncreative. And for me, I'm not a tech person. I can't do my own websites. I don't have $100,000 to invest into something. I think that because she had been bombarded by a lot of people on LinkedIn that had never met her before, that were out for their own personal gain instead of people that actually had good intentions about trying to help people, I had to look at her and go, okay, you're generally quite a nasty person. I looked at her behavioral profiling and I knew where she sort of sat in there. I'm not going to take that to heart. I don't need to take that on board because I'm a sensitive person. You know, I'm stronger than that. And what one person's going to say to me is not going to stop me from following my dreams.
It doesn't define you. That's
It does
always
not
their
define
stuff.
me.
And in any business, you do have to learn to develop a thick skin, because not everyone is going to say yes, whether it's direct marketing, you set up your own business from scratch, whether you're in sales for an established bricks and mortar company. It's just how it is. You get 20 no's for 2 yeses.
I do actually love I read some statistics recently on if a celebrity was to bring out a product, how many of your friends and family would support them.
I saw that.
But if your friends and family see you have a product, whether it be something that you've created yourself or a network marketing company, it's like 80% or something like that will not even acknowledge it. And I think that's really, really sad.
Let's make the Kardashians richer, though.
Yeah. Yeah, Michael Jordan needs some more Nike sold. Like, seriously, that's what it comes down to.
I read the same article.
Yeah, okay.
I have another question or a statement that you might want to add to. Because there are so many direct no's to promo for MLMs, do you have any tips from promoting, let's say, besides posting on your Facebook page?
Well, look, I've seen, so I only post on my page. Like, this is my, because I believe we should always be looking at having additional income streams. So I have my main business, and this is an additional income stream, something that I love, right? So I always post on my page, but I've seen I've started a Facebook group, but I've seen a lady who, and this is the lipstick lady, Jackie, who came to the Unicorn Ball last week. She has a page on Facebook called The Beauty Spot. So she's doing all her lives and her videos and stuff. Another lady's got a group, but she's just crazy on Instagram. Like, everyone loves her on Instagram. And the thing with promoting, you know, for these ladies, it's not just about the product. It's about the lifestyle. It's about how you feel. It's tips for living a good life. So I'm probably a lazy direct marketer, because I just post product photos and say, hey, this stuff's cool. Have you tested this? What's your skin concern? But it's getting out there and promoting it in different ways. And, you know, if you are set up, inviting people to come and test out the products at your house, and, you know, one of my friends she will talk to anyone. She'll talk to people in the shops. She'll hand out little mini facials. So it's your confidence levels, right, and what you want to achieve. But just have fun for it. Okay, I have a feeling that this might be.
I hear the comments.
Yeah, I'll read this. This is a biggie for me, and I feel it important to share with love. I am only referring to MLM essential oil companies, which is a professional aromatherapist of 22 years, 13 of which professional election in aromatherapy. I do not support these companies that they were allowed and what they were allowing. They are many very valid reasons why they are not ideal. This comment is from somebody who I adore, and she's done her, I guess, professional due diligence about these products as well. And I'm not sure if this is actually about MLM or this is about the use of the products. Is it? And I think this is more about the use of the products more than the actual structures of MLM. What do you?
Some companies aren't ethical, and I know there's some issues in the oils thing. I've done a lot of research, and I know people on both sides of the oils fence about ingesting oils and certain oils, because companies are just selling them like crazy. Things are running out, and that's where, from a business perspective, you need to do your research and due diligence and decide if ethically that works for you. I'm not a trained aromatherapist, so I don't know what else to say about that, if anyone else has got something to say. But in the direct marketing, I will never promote something that I haven't researched. And if somebody comes to me with a problem and I don't know, I will go and ask someone who does know. And if they don't know, they'll go and ask someone, because I would rather not sell anything and then sell something that's not right. So that's where the ethics come in.
I know Jen does the same, because I've been able to ask you, Jen, a few questions to say, okay, what happens, what are the ingredients in this and what effect does it have and all of that. I don't know the answer to your question either. I'm not sure whether their MLM part of it is unethical or it's the way it's portrayed. I'm not sure. We do have another comment. As someone who supported my friend MLMs and all, I have nothing against them, but I won't go hunting for them. But how do you stop the negative association?
Be a role model. That's, for me, I'm just like, all I can do is represent the brand as best I can. I think I can see Jennifer's got behind her all the product boxes.
I love
it. Jen's actually quite an expert on her sales. She's spent a lot of time in personal development with her presentation of communication and all of that against it. What else have we got here? So I think we're good there. So I have a question for you, though. So I haven't put any rules up here on who can make offers or who can't. I don't think anyone has made on a Friday an offer to offer the opportunity to offer this business to anybody or the products.
Most groups, you're not allowed.
No. I haven't found any other.
But still, as a business person, in all the groups that I've looked at, you may not be able to offer, but you can do the, get to know you post, you can do your goals. In your group, Trudy, there's lots of things that would help, like the trust factor in your group, and talking about the numbers and stuff.
Well, I know for me, I'm in a business launch for my business, and then after that I've actually got it planned, scheduled to sit down and actually plan how to actually grow my road and fields business. Yeah. But it's, I have no answer for that. I think because we always get shot down when we post stuff in groups that, you're direct marketing.
Okay, my call to all of you is that there's lots of groups that, okay, you cannot offer, but there is no reason that not one MLM person cannot participate in the other days in the group.
Oh, I know people that do. Sorry, Jen, I'm hogging the conversation. Please say something.
Jen, what do you
Look, I've been shut down before. My personal view on this is I need to know that I believe the person is going to be able to be successful in this. So for me, it comes down to personal relationships with someone. So if I message someone,
I'm going to call you on this, because I agree, but that's on the next conversation. I'm saying, as a business person, how do I, without meeting you, get to know who you are and to say, okay, hey, I really like that chick, I would have a conversation with you. So
this is something that we've talked about, because there's a lot of things that I have to of value for other people that I need to start posting about. But that's where the backflap comes from. So that's actually a fear of mine, and I'll own that. It's a fear of mine, and I'll put myself out there.
The only way we're going to change these fears and get people to actually accept and to bring us all as business people together is to get everybody participating as business women.
Well, come August, I'll be doing it.
I see myself as a businesswoman, but in 99% of Facebook groups, I have seen a lot of bullying, and
that is only on offer day, though.
No, I'm not saying your Facebook page.
No, I'm saying in any groups, Jen. If you
not allowed, most of them have no MLM references or anything.
But that's only on offer day, though. This is what I'm trying to get out there, that we can get to know you all as business people.
Oh, okay. Yep.
No, I fully accept that you can't make offers and stuff like that, but Trudy's got a group that isn't, yours is about numbers and business and all of that sort of stuff.
Come join my group. Talk in my group.
Yeah, like there's some amazing groups out there that I could get to know all of you as business people, whether you sell lipsticks, makeup, cleaning cloth, whatever, because you're awesome people.
Well, that's the question. So, like, I know that in one group there's like, help any day, question day. That's where we can start dispelling the direct marketing myths by asking questions like, so what do you think the difference is between direct marketing and pyramid schemes? Why are you scared of direct marketing? Blah, blah, blah. So we can start conversations in that way and start, I know for my group, we have days where we talk about numbers, and it's like talking about, like, because, amazing statistics, like you've rattled those off like, just like that, Jennifer, like you'd be awesome to start sharing those numbers and stats. But I think it's going to take a little while to smash the Australian culture around direct marketing as being seen as a serious business.
But I'm sure, Jen, you are one that can create something that you can join one group, and you may not be able to offer the opportunity, but I know how much you have to offer, and people would be drawn to you as a business person to ask you more because you're doing the know, like, trusting. It's a really important thing in any business to do and to develop.
And I know this is something that we've spoken about, and when we spoke, I was like, yep, I'm going to do this. And then for me, and I know this sounds really bad, but it's a time and prioritizing my time thing. And so I don't have a lot of time to spend during the day at night preparing posts, thinking about what I'm going to do, and I need to prioritize that more. So yeah, you got me, Nicole. Thanks very much for the kick up the arse. Love you.
Yeah, Trudy and I are so subtle.
We're always very honest with each other.
Yeah, no, it's just something. I love some of these products, and I really do love that it really does give the most unconfident women the ability to create their own business if that's what they want. And not everybody wants it, and that's cool. But if you have a dream of having your own business, but you haven't got the time, or you don't have the creativity, or you don't want the legalities of opening your own business, there's so much these programs or these companies give women an amazing chance to start their own business. And I really want to see that it's taken seriously, but I really want to see direct marketers or MLMers or whatever you want to call yourselves, I want to see them take themselves seriously as well, because I think that's the only way we're going to change the stigma.
Yep, exactly. Totally agree. Can't argue with that.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, there's no opposition.
So what is your one, okay, ladies, what is your one tip? What is the one thing you want to tell all these amazing people?
I know.
Oh, no, you can do more, but...
Oh, you'll never shut me up. I think if you're not sure, test the products out, find something you're passionate in, find people that are doing it that are ahead of you, like model what they do. My upline's awesome. I can just copy and paste her posts if I want. I like to personalize them a little bit, but find a business where you feel trusted and safe and supported, and just, find a way to go for it.
Yeah. We've lost Jen for a minute, so I'm just going to take her. Oh, no, she's back. There she is. Hello. We lost you for a minute.
What happened?
No, that's all right. But you're back.
Can you actually see me? Because all I can see is my neck.
No, we can see you, and everyone can see you as well. Looking lovely and sparkly. Trudy just gave us her number one tip. What's your number one tip?
because I got switched off. What was the question? Number
What
one
is
tip
what
for
do you want in this conversation? What is your number one tip to all those women out there who may want to begin a business in direct marketing?
do your research. It has to be a quality product and something that aligns with your values, both business wise, the compensation plan, but also the products. Find so my upline, we call them sponsors. So the person who signs you on, that's your sponsor. It has to be someone that you trust and you align with and you get along with. Doesn't have to mean that you come from the same industry. I've got a mining executive on my team, and she loves all of the figures and the policies and procedures, which is something that I lack on, because I'm like, give me the results. So I think it's finding people in your life that you align with. So yeah, I think sponsor has to be someone you definitely trust. Probably. Okay. Sorry, rambling.
No, it's all good. So any profession we're in always has an icky side to it. There's icky coaches out there. There's people
There's
who do
terrible hairdressers out there. Choose your hairdresser wisely. I'll give you that advice too.
I have a really awesome hairdresser, Jen, although you can't tell right now, but that's okay. Normally, when I look awesome and my hair looks like my mane, I'll give Jen credit those days.
I did brush my hair before I came on the call. There we go.
What's the most icky thing you've heard about direct marketing, and what would you have done in your situation to go, that's not on?
Icky. I suppose there's those really super, and you get them in all businesses, really super aggressive people. But what I've found in one direct marketing thing that I was in, super, super aggressive, but I watched her and then burn out. So, but they're in every industry, like you were saying.
Yeah. I think I've seen some posts, if you're not doing this, you're an idiot. If you don't listen to me, you're an idiot. Like that. Yeah, I think the aggressive sort of side, but like you said, that's in everything.
But tell the people out there, guys, what they don't, do you have to be like that, or is it that?
No. March to the beat of your own drum, ladies. Do what works for you.
But the people's fear of that, no companies there going, okay, you have to be this, you have to be that. And that's a little bit of
But that's having a boss, that's having a franchise, that's having a job, so it's this segregation. It's like everyone seems to be wanting to segregate direct marketing, putting all the bad stuff onto direct marketing. This is the problem, right? It's like I've had horrible bosses, and I've we're talking about some of the things I've been reading about franchises and that. It's everywhere. So, you're going to face it wherever you go. So,
do you know what? I think, honestly, if you've got a good heart and you want to help people, you are the right person for network marketing.
I think I like that. Yeah, I like that. No, I would say that if you open a business and you want to serve people, you're the right person for the business as well. Mm-hmm. So, ladies, we're going to wrap up shortly, but Jen, what would you like to tell everyone out there?
I nearly said something really smart-ass then.
If you don't treat him else, you may as well.
No, I'm filtering.
Look, if you're getting a message from someone and it's not just a copy and paste message, and they're saying, these are the reasons why I think it could be good for you, don't be like me. 10 years ago, I was approached by a company. If I had jumped on board then and followed the proven success, I wouldn't be where I am now. And I'm so grateful for this opportunity and the way it's changed my life, not just financially, not just personal development, like it's everything combined. It's changed me as a mother, and not in a bad way. I think that you owe it to yourself to look into it.
I know other direct marketing companies can be willed at a certain level. Can yours?
Willed? I don't know what that means, sorry.
You get to a certain level and it can be passed on to a family member because you've got to a certain level.
Yes.
If you
yes.
drive.
Look, I'm creating a legacy for my family. This isn't just for me. This is for my children and my children's children. And it can be willed down to whoever I choose.
Which is really important and I don't think people realise that a lot of businesses, you don't get that. If something happens to you, it's gone.
Yeah. I remember someone said to me before Avon closed down, I was actually really heartbroken to hear that they were closing in Australia, and I saw some really negative thing from other network marketers that I did respect from other companies, and it actually broke my heart that they said that, and I don't think I'll ever look at them in the same light again. But someone said to me when I first looked at this opportunity, which was only last year, if you had the chance to start in Avon the day that came to Australia, would you do it? Absolutely.
The same with Amway. Look at Amway; it's still going, and they're like, not that I'm not affiliated with any direct marketing, but I wish I'd have jumped on. If I had had the chance to jump onto some of these franchises as well, they are amazing. Trudy, what is your thing that you want to share with us?
Look, I think with direct marketing, it might feel a little bit confronting that, oh my gosh, I've got to go out and talk to my friends and have little parties and things. But have a look at what the alternative is. Doing nothing or going out and getting billable hour. Yeah. Like, give yourself the opportunity to fail or succeed. But you'll never know if you don't have a go. And one of the biggest things that as a coach that I've learned about belief and taking action is there's always going to be the space between you actually doing the thing and knowing whether it's going to work. And most people are scared to take that leap into the abyss. But you'll only know whether it's going to work for you or not until you do it. Otherwise, it's just theory. And you can drown in theory and ums and maybes and what ifs. But why not give it a go? And then you know either way.
Yeah.
That's simple.
All right, so I'm going to sum up the show now, and thank you both ladies for coming on.
You.
Do you want to just just explain to us who you are, what you do, and all of that, and that you'll share it in the comments just quickly?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
Give us your best pitch for Rodan Fields.
So I was offered the gift and the opportunity to partner with two of the world's leading dermatologists to launch their billion-dollar skincare brand here in Australia. And I'm very proud to say that I'm a founding consultant with Rodan Fields Australia.
Awesome, thank you. And Jen, you will put your details if anyone wants to contact you in the comments. And this Friday, I am going to see an awesome post from you to offer anyone an opportunity that wants to speak to you, aren't I?
Absolutely, of course. I'll start working on it now.
All right. Trudy, I don't need to lecture you on all of this because you would lecture me on it. So you give us your best.
Well, it's kind of like I'm the same. I saw an opportunity and and ahed, and then in the final minute took the leap into the abyss and thought, well, I won't know if I don't have a go. So yes, I am a RNF girl as well, and I'm also a business strategist and coach women.
And my Biz Bestie. Trudy and the Biz Bestie.
So I love to see women succeed, and whether that's in direct marketing, in whatever business that is that you do, I would love to see women feel good, be confident, and take action to create the life they want.
That is awesome. So on that note, we will be seeing Trudy again next week with the beautiful Elizabeth Roebuck-Jones. We are talking about boundaries in relationships, business and home. So this will possibly be even more interesting conversation, if you can believe it or not. Jen is also
going to be passionate.
The hairdresser with the mostest, if you're in the Geelong and Surf Coast area, which I know some of you are. So Not tonight's hairdo, though.
Look at mine, not hers.
Look at you. Yeah. Hey, I've been at the hospital all day. I get a break. All right, ladies, I love you. Thank you very much. Please share with us both.
Thank you so much for watching.
But please share your businesses with us so people can ask you questions. You'll be around if people want to tag you to ask you questions tomorrow or over the next few days. Will that be all right?
I'll be training all day tomorrow, so I'm going to be hard to catch. I'll be back tomorrow night, but I've got to get up and drive to the Mornington Peninsula at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Catch up at some point. Just
I'll see you tomorrow night.
Ask me, I know more.
She's got all the facts in her head.
I do challenge every direct marketer, MLM, network marketer out there to put an offer in our group this Friday for the business opportunity, whether it be Arbonne, Norwex, you name it. If you've got the opportunity, please put it out there and be proud of what you do. Because
Norwex ladies, hit me up. I need some Norwex. That was the brand. I will buy.
We are proud. You are proud business owners. We do want to support you, especially in this group. Trudy has a group that I'm sure she would welcome you in to participate. It is like this group. We do encourage lots of connection. But get out there and share and be proud of what you do. From me tonight, I'll say good night. Bye.
Bye.